180.
Yeah.
Hey, 133. Run. Hey, Steve 6.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Point it right.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Right there. 55. Check me out. Mike 54. 65.
Real.
Mike 54.
From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Austin. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the pistol, here's Elliott. The 20. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 48 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down.
Set, 180.
54 Mike.
Hey, a 133. Hey, box truck.
54. Mike 54.
Now Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
180. Regular.
Check right 54. Mike 54.
Hey, Delta.
Push him back. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Oh, you get on the head.
King.
Switch it.
Regular.
Kill.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
I don't think you got it, son. Showing it. Check. Mike's 5-4.
They go play action here on first down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
Set, 20.
Hey, watch it.
H3, 218, chop. One touch.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. A run for Nick Chubb. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
180. Point it right.
Mike 5-4. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hey, one set. Check.
Pistol.
To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
This is Elliott. And spins away. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
41-yard line.
Check 53. Lawyer John. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Watch the flags.
Hey, kill. 47.
Number 53. Mike 53.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those 4. What a matchup that would have been.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. They're spinning away. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing, but there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The tackle made by T.J. Carey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football.
Last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
53, Mike. It's our field. It's our field. Stuart, hey. 53, check 53. I want that. Give me that ball.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
At the 33-yard line.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Check. 50.
47.
53.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
3rd and long for Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half #1. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mayfield on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Final play of the half. Mayfield is going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
53, Mike.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Being chased out left. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check.
10th carry now for Elliott. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here we go.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
I know he ain't got it.
Prescott. Dancing to his left. He may try and win. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
We take a win. That's me.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Y'all playing wrong football.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Check nickel.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
6-6, 4-5.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Set. 20.
54 Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the...
Hey, alert.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Night, sweetheart.
Run.
Quick.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, I can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Got a man. It's Gathers, the tight end. Back now in Mexico City. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
Here we go. Hey, wahoo! Check it back. Right there, 54.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Prescott off play action. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 59 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Now Chubb running right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
54. I'm coming for you, son.
Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. A give running right is Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood!
Mike 54! We want this.
Real. Come. I got you!
Mayfield, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Check, hey, exit. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry. Real.
54.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. On the ground, it's Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here's Mayfield. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5.
We got this.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Watch the pass.
Throwing here, Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
54 miles.
Hey, come on now.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Second and 6.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Mike, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 44 is the Mike, 44 is Mike. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
47. 44, Mike, 44. I'm coming.
Well, Prescott here to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say adios from Mexico City.